Hello everyone. I wanted to continue my legend series, and today I wanted to give someone very special, someone who was much greater than the statistics. And that is something that I want to say. A lot of people in today's world, especially, give too much importance to statistics. Obviously, statistics do give an idea of how you played, but there are some great players who have been much bigger than the statistics shows, and one of them is Alvin Kallicharan, one of the finest West Indian batsmen, an amazing talent, and who made look batting very easy and graceful. His full name was Alvin Isaac Kallicharan. He was born 21st March 1949, and he was from Guyana, Georgetown, Guyana. And he was a left-handed batsman. He was short in stature. He was like 5 foot 4 inches. He basically played, other than West Indies, obviously he played for Guyana, and then he played almost 20 years for Warwickshire. He also played a season for Berbice and Queensland, and he also played for Transvaal in South Africa, and he entered his career playing for the Orange Free State team in South Africa as well. Kallicharan was regarded as, one of the finest West Indian talents. He played 66 test matches only, and he scored 4,399 runs at an average of 43.44. He scored 12 hundreds, and his highest was 187 was his highest score. In first class cricket, he scored more than 32,000 runs, and he scored 87 hundreds as well. He was a prolific scorer in domestic cricket. And one of the famous things about, Kallicharan, one thing I can say, he was left-handed, he was short, but he had he was an amazing puller and hooker of the cricket ball. He was very quick on his feet. He had amazing back foot drives, and he was very fast with his hands. So his footwork was really something else. And I have never seen anyone in my life who has treated Dennis Lilly like the way Alvin Kallicharan treated him in that 1975 World Cup. And by the way, Kallicharan's nickname was Kali. That's how he was called. And by the way, he is of a Tamil origin as well. So he was quite popular among the Indian crowd as well. Rohan Kanhai and Alvin Kallicharan are the two players who had Indian origin in the West Indian teams there. And in the 1970s, Alvin Kallicharan was regarded as one of the finest talents. He probably didn't do enough justice to his talent. And probably the way he was treated in the West Indian team was, I don't know, he could have definitely played more. He's someone who should have played around 100 test matches and close to 10,000 test runs. I've always been a big fan of Carl Hooper, one of the personal favorites in my book, one of the best ever in my book. I'll be putting a video on him later. Kallicharan was like the same, a very graceful, elegant player. And in that 1975 World Cup, before the semi-finals, the match against Australia, he hit Dennis Lilly in a 10-ball sequence. That means in 10 balls from Dennis Lilly, Kallicharan scored 35 runs of Dennis Lilly, and that included 7 fours and a 6. I've seen that clipping so many times on YouTube, and there was a lot of offside shots, especially back foot drives, delightful back foot drives of Dennis Lilly. And then there were some pull shots. There was one pull shot that went for a 4, really authoritative full pull shot. And then Dennis Lilly bowled another bouncer that he really hooked, really got into good position, and he hooked it, and the ball went out of the ground. And the crowd, the sound that the crowd made, that the noise that I've seen, is one of the best I've seen in my life. Trust me, I've seen so much cricket over my life. And if I say that the crowd atmosphere is one of the best that I've ever experienced, you can imagine that. I think anyone who is please listening to this video should please go on YouTube and check Kallicharan assault on Dennis Lilly, or you can give something like that, or 1975 World Cup. You can see Kallicharan versus Dennis Lilly, or 35 ball, something like that. You will easily find that video, or just give Kallicharan's best. And the crowd was so amazing. It was packed, and obviously it was played in England, but obviously a lot of people from West Indies probably would have been watching that game as well. But it wasn't just about people from West Indies or who was watching. Anyone who liked cricket, who watched that innings, those shots would just be in awe and would be admiring those shots. Back foot drives, like I said, amazing back foot drives, excellent pull shots, and a hook shot that went for a 6. And after he got out, and he actually got 78 of just 83 balls. And after he got out, when he was walking towards the pavilion, I mean, the Australian players, I mean, Dennis Lilly including, and the other bowlers, they were standing and clapping hands for Alvin Kallicharan, and even Rodney Marsh you could see in the background. So Rodney Marsh, Dennis Lilly, all the Australian players were just standing there and applauding him, clapping hands for that innings. And I have honestly never seen any innings under 100. Normally, people century, people kind of, if it's a really good century, people would clap you out. But I mean, that is the first innings that is under 100 that I've seen being clapped so many times in my life. I mean, the way Australian players reacted to that innings, it was an innings of the highest order. I mean, you should please, again, I'm saying, please go on YouTube and check Kallicharan's assault on Dennis Lilly in the 1975 World Cup. 35 runs of just 10 balls, scoring seven fours and a six. That was crazy batting from Kallicharan. I mean, he was very gifted. I mean, like I said, short stature. And the timing he had, the quickness of his footwork, the shots that he had, really, he was an amazing batsman. One of the greatest talents West Indies have produced, one of the greatest talents in the history of cricket. Unfortunately, didn't achieve as much as he should have. And he also led a rebel tour to South Africa where during the apartheid times. He led a rebel tour to South Africa, and he, like I said, he finished his career playing for Orange Free State in South Africa, and before that he also played for Transvaal. He was also a decent off spinner who used to bowl off spin. But he was almost like, I don't know, he was somewhere between a Sobers, Lara, Richards, somewhere, all of them mixed together. That was Kallicharan, an amazing talent. I mean, a lot of people in the older generation would really know Kallicharan. I mean, probably everyone's top five, Kallicharan would be there. Not because of the amount of runs. Like I said, in 60 something test matches, 66 test matches, he scored 4,399. I mean, there are a lot of other players who have scored more than 4,000 runs. But the standard of Kallicharan's batting, the quality of his batting, the batsmanship that he had was just above a lot of people who have scored more runs than him, who have scored more centuries than him. Alvin Kallicharan will always be in a bracket of his own. It's just sad for world cricket that cricket couldn't see more of him. I mean, he was just amazing. I mean, the way even like Roy Fredericks was another West Indian batsman who was really quick on his feet and a counter puncher. Kallicharan was also the same. Please do watch that video on YouTube. Kallicharan assault on Dennis Lilly. Even Clive Lloyd said that he had never seen anyone in his life treat Dennis Lilly the way Kallicharan treated Dennis Lilly that day. And so he was the man of the match in that match against Australia for 78 runs of just 83 balls. And in next the semi-finals that West Indies played against New Zealand, Kallicharan got another 72. He was a top scorer again, and he was the man of the match in that semi-final against New Zealand as well. So getting two back-to-back man of the match awards. But it's just sad. I mean, in Test cricket and one-day cricket, especially in Test cricket, he should have played a lot more. But thankfully, he played a lot of first-class cricket. He played for almost 20 years. He played for Warwickshire, and he scored, like I said, he scored 87 hundreds in his first-class career, and he scored more than 32,000 runs in his first-class career. So thankfully, because of the county cricket system, the world really got to see the quality of Alvin Kallicharan, one of the greatest batsmen West Indies have produced, one of the fine talents who didn't really achieve as much as he should have at the test level. So that is my video on Alvin Kallicharan from Guyana, one of the greatest batsmen West Indies have produced, and a real batsman of high quality. Thank you everyone, take care, and please do not forget to watch that video that I said. It won't take much time. Go when you have time. Please check Dennis Lilly assault by Kallicharan in the 1975 World Cup. You will really enjoy it. You will see the quality of the shot making, number one, the experience and the noise that the crowd made, the electrifying the atmosphere was. You probably would think, I mean, even in today with all these T20 cricket, a lot of crowds, you probably wouldn't get the same kind of atmosphere for a test match. I mean, it was electrifying. Please do watch that. So thank you for joining in. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Take care. Good night. God bless you.